past to derail, to distract you, and to keep you in doubt. Okay? Whatever happened to you, whatever you've been through in the past, whether it's the near past or years ago, for the past 6 months, I feel like the devil put the wool over my eyes to look at my life a certain way. And so for the past 6 months, I have been severely depressed. I've never felt like this in my life. And I'm being transparent with y'all because I feel like God, he got me saying this for a reason. Maybe this will help at least one person. But I feel like the devil put a wool over my eyes. I was severely depressed. I didn't even feel like myself. I feel like God allowed me to be physically demoted in the world so he could promote me spiritually. And I know a lot of the times God uses certain circumstances in different people's lives, but it's the same principle. Okay? So he allowed me to be demoted physically and promoted spiritually. Okay? I'm gonna put a video up here. Go watch this video. God told me to leave everything behind, quit my business, leave my house, leave my cars, everything. Okay? It was painful for me to go through that, and I cried for months. I stayed in the bed for months. I didn't even want to get out the bed, and so I just feel like recently, something has been lifted off of me and I've been pulled out of something. I've been fasting. So if you're somebody who's going through severe depression, fast. Even though you don't feel like it, even though you feel like you may not get nothing out of it, even if you're mad at God, fast. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you, period. Okay? Because you're basically denying your flesh on how you feel. All right? And you're spending intimate time with God so he can show you what he's trying to show you, and so he can break that spirit of depression up off of you. Okay? So yeah, you have, for the people who went through something for God out of strict obedience, okay, and you lost some things, you lost some people along the way, you have been promoted. You have passed the test. Just because you were demoted in this world, okay, I'm somebody who's college educated. I have degrees from accredited universities. I have an MBA, okay, and I'm sitting up here going from house to house, homeless as a nomad, all because I was obedient and I decided to follow God. Okay? What else do I need to say? You have passed the test. You have been promoted spiritually. You will be using your pain. You will be using your experience as a testimony to help other people. Because a lot of the bad things that happen to us is for us to help someone else. A lot of the times we're me-centered. We're I-centered. That's our flesh. The flesh, that's just how it is. That's just human nature for you. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's a thing that God tries to kind of break off of us so he can advance us, okay, in his kingdom, right? Okay, so I want to leave you with some verses here. One of them is, let go of what lies behind and press forward to what is ahead. So what you're going to do is you're going to recite these verses. Use the word of God as a leverage. Use it to your advantage. I've learned in 2024, whatever verse resonates with me, I recite it, okay? So you will say something like, I will let go of what lies behind. I will press forward to what is ahead. Okay, another verse, I'm going to put the verse down in the description box or somewhere up here. And then another verse, I think this is in the book of John. It was a paralyzed man who felt sorry for himself. He was laying at this pool, and each year an angel would come about to the pool to help people that were around the pool, in some type of way make the waters healing. Okay, but the man, he stayed there, y'all. I think it was like 38 years. He laid there for 38 freaking years instead of figuring out a way that he could shimmy his way to them healing water so he could be healed. Okay, so when Jesus came, he said, nobody will come and help me. Nobody will come over here and help me and put me inside of the water. And Jesus said, get up. Jesus didn't say, oh, you poor man, I'm so sorry for what happened to you, the fact that you paralyzed. He said, get up, pick up your mat and walk. Okay, so my mat was my bed. okay? Because I had to move back home with my mom in my hometown. I definitely don't want to be here. Love my mama to death. But I don't want to be here because I'm a 32-year-old adult who has plans and goals for her life. Okay? But I know God has me here for a reason, but I use that bed as my mat. Okay? And Jesus told me, get up, pick up your mat and walk. Okay? Recently, God just gave me a new business opportunity that I was to pursue because he told me to leave everything behind. But it's funny, what he's doing is he's taking the experience that I had and what I've done in my old business for this new business. Right? And it's more efficient. What I'm pursuing now is more efficient, and I've already done the work. So a lot of the stuff that I did in my old business, I'm able to bring it into this new business. It's just funny to see happen right before my eyes. So that points out to me Romans 8:28. God will use it for good. Okay? I think it says according to the people who love and believe in God, God will use it for good. So it may not feel good, but some type of way he's gonna make it where he can use that pain for his good and your good as well. I truly believe that in my heart. But you got to sit there and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Of course, take out the time to feel what you need to feel, but don't stay there. Okay? So you have been promoted spiritually. Okay? I got promoted physically in this world. But God said he can give me double for my trouble. So I truly believe that he will restore everything that I lost, and it will be in a better state. It will be more quality than it was. Okay? All right. So you have passed the test. That was a test I went through. I went through a test where God said, I'm going to see just how much you love me. Are you really going to pick up your cross and walk, or are you going to be lukewarm and just date me like everybody else do? Are you really married to me? Am I really your bridegroom? Are you really my bride? And I showed him. Of course, I was sad and I was mad at him for some months. But man, I'm telling you, I feel a shift in the atmosphere. And I pray and I hope the same thing for the person who's on the other side of this screen. Okay, you have been promoted. You have passed the test. If you are somebody who lost a lot of things strictly out of obedience to God, I'm not talking about, out of sin or bad decision making. I'm talking about something he told you to do and you lost it. You didn't get picked. You got left. You got abandoned. You passed the test. You have now been promoted.